What's up, everybody? I'm live. I'm back. Let's go. Unless you're watching my YouTube, then I'm not live. Then it's been pre-recorded. But if you're on my Facebook, then I am live. So let's jump back to reading more X-Men: Age of Apocalypse. As usual, I'm going to try to make it through while my baby's asleep. I didn't read this one front to back like the last book. And next time around, I'm going to do that. I'll pick another X-Men arc, I think, or possibly Suicide Squad. And we'll see where we go from there. So X Factor. This is their last book in this saga. After Xavier, the Age of Apocalypse. With his hated brother revealed as a traitor, Alex Summers stands unopposed as commanding prelate of the elite mutant force. Finally, he holds the power he has coveted for such a very long time. Finally, he is in control. No one dares challenge him now. You have your orders. Kill them all. There's Beast, the Bedlam Brothers, Cannonball. Apocalypse has given us his decree. The pens no longer serve our Dark Lord's purpose. All prisoners will be cold. Let the weak be cut from the chaff. Every last one of them. Or every last one. I must protest. To squander such rich and fertile genetic stock would be a crime. You're in no position to argue, McCoy. Not after you let my brother and the telepath escape. Are you certain this is necessary, Alex? Look at them. These prisoners are no threat to anyone. We're the mutant elite fighting alpha rebels. Fighting alpha rebels is one thing, but slaughtering the weak and wounded is beneath our station. You heard your commander, Jesse. The coaling's been mandated by Apocalypse himself. And if you're questioning the big boss man's orders, maybe you belong down there with the rest of the cattle. Do you really want to challenge the Bedlam Brothers, Guthrie? Just because you made Prelate Cracker doesn't mean you're any less a punk. Nobody talks to Samuel Guthrie that way. I'm gonna kill you, Bedlam. You hear? Kill you. That's enough from both of you. I want no dissension in my ranks. None. Understood, Alex. Yes, sir. Y'all better watch your backs. Ah, the family feud continues. I'll keep them in line. Apocalypse will see that I am worthy of command. Excuse me, sir. There's been a disturbance in Sector 5. Prelate Summers, the Grey Woman, the Grey Woman, and an unidentified rebel took out squadrons of guards. I beat my brother. Why won't he stay down? Well, that was constructive. What are you looking at? You know what you have to do. Find Cyclops. Or what are you looking at? You know what you have to do. Find Cyclops and bring me his head. The kennel. Bunch of freaking animals. Ever pulled duty around their cages? The smell alone could kill you. About time the whole lot of them was put to sleep. These werebreeds and hybrids are just the first. All the prisoners are going skinny dipping in the beast gene pool. Apocalypse orders. No one gets out alive. It's worse than I feared, Gene. We don't have much time before the blood starts flowing. Then we have to hit the Black Tower now. If we shut down the Brain Trust, we can eliminate the psionic broadcast that is psychically dampening the powers, or doping the powers. I can get you in through the service tunnels, but do you think you can take on 6 telepathic brains by yourself? Since our encounter with Nate, I felt like a floodgate's been opened in my mind, and I am more psionically charged than I've ever been. I felt something between the three of us as well. A connection? Yes, yes. Further you go again. Well, they mentioned it in the last book that they are made up, that Nate Gray is made up of their genes. That Sinister made him. Ultimately, Cyclops, Jean, and Nate Gray are Cable in the main timeline. They're a family, you know. That's his family. And so when all their family connected, it opened up psionic things for her. This may sound crazy, but I didn't think in a thing. This may sound crazy, but I think in another world things might have been different for us. Maybe, but we can only play the cards we've been dealt, and try to keep in the game. Going somewhere? The Bedlam brothers. How'd you find us? Scotty, we fought beside you. We know how you think. The Brain Trust was the logical target. Give up. Don't make us hurt you. Can't do it, Terry. I won't be part of Apocalypse's genocidal machinations any longer. It's life and not death that's worth fighting for. Always so intense, Scott. But I think I agree with you. Terry? So for those of you who don't know, this fool named Terry was played by Terry Crews in Deadpool 2, and he is one of the dudes who dies on Deadpool's X-Force. Now you can see where Terry Crews was perfect casting. But I think I agree with you. Terry, the fun quotient has definitely dropped, the fun quotient has definitely dropped around here. You won't try to stop us? You're the telepath through my mind. We'll probably regret it later. If Alex finds out, you'll be in serious danger. Down here, Elizabeth. The Guthries. You two get out of here. We'll take care of Ma and Pa Kettle. You'll be in serious danger. If you succeed in knocking out the Brain Trust, Alex, we'll have other things to worry about. Don't worry, Elizabeth. Down here, Elizabeth. The Guthries. You two, get out of here. We'll take care of Ma and Pa Kettle. Okay, little brother, no turning back. Yeah, and no more nights uptown. After this, we're going underground. Heaven. Boys, boys, boys. No need to kick down the door. Heaven welcomes all the fine soldiers serving our dark and noble Lord. Don't get smart with us, Worthington. Due to the seditious nature of this establishment's employees and clientele by official credence, Heaven is now, and until further notice, closed. Shall I act surprised or simply crestfallen? With Karma and Scarlet both imprisoned, there's really no point in staying open. Besides, Apocalypse seems intent on killing off half of my regulars anyways. Have a care, Worthington. Your hired help have not been the only ones under scrutiny. Your open contempt for our Dark Lord, verges on treason. Treason? Let me show you treason. He's getting away. I know what you're thinking. How is he ever going to collect the insurance? Guess I'll have to call it a loss. I knew this day would come. That's why I kept the elevator shaft empty. It'll take me all the way down to the old subway tunnels. So much for playing both sides. Now I'm just one more fallen angel who will never see heaven again. That was Summers and the rebel. The Bedlam brothers had them and let them go. I knew it. I was right. You two are scum-sucking traitors. I'll take Jethro. He's begging to get on my nerves. And leave the Kentucky Colossus for me. Thanks a lot. Hey, what are brothers for? You're dead meat, Bedlam. I don't think so, Sam. You forget that I can fill the backwoods brain of yours with my own brand of telepathic static. And then, farm boy, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Play those mind games with me, Terry, and I'll crush the life out of your little brother. Don't worry about me, Terry. The 50-foot woman's close to a steam vent coupling, and you know how things break down around me. The smart thing to do now would be get out of the city. And miss the fireworks? One of these J's, Jess, we're going to have to give up this reckless behavior. The Black Tower. There they are, the Brain Trust. 6 incredibly powerful telepaths bred without bodies to psionically anesthesize the pens. That's why there have been so few escape attempts. The prisoners lack the will to try to break free. We'll change that once we destroy the hardware that links the 6 together. Separately, there'll be no threat. Something's wrong. My optics aren't working. The Trust knows where we are here and why. They are psionically restraining us. They're not expecting resistance. Have to hit them hard and fast with a telepathic shock. No good. They're increasing their attack. Like a hurricane of needles in my head. Make it stop. Got to remember what Logan taught me. Move past the pain. No matter how hard the Trust pushes, I will not give. Too much is at stake, and it is them or me. Are you alright? I'm not sure. I never used that much telepathic power before. They backed you into a corner. I didn't want to kill the trust. You had no choice. Ugh, this place is a mess. Remind me never to upset Miss Gray. What about the Guthries? Down for the count. No need any other bold-faced acts of rebellion? A blackout. You read my mind. Can you disable the main generators? You know Jesse around machinery. Levers break, gears clog, circuitry fuses. I'm counting on it. Upstairs. The human resistance? You've been working for the human resistance? After all I've done for you, Scarlet, how could you betray me like this? Bad enough I was risking censure consorting with a human, but with a spy? Tell me, why shouldn't I kill you here and now? I'm pregnant. You're lying. This is another one of your tricks. Oh God, Alex, I wish it were. I took the singing gig in heaven to get close to the mutant officials that frequent the club. But believe me, this was never part of the plan. This could destroy everything I gained. Even I couldn't escape Apocalypse's penalty for interspecies breed delights. Scott, this is his doing. Level 2, Sector 4D. The Bedlam Brothers knocked power out in all confinement sectors, and with the emergency generators hit as well, the darkness will remain our advantage. The prisoners are slowly coming out of the mental fog lowered by the brain trust. They're just beginning to realize that the electric locks are down, and they're free. Free. This must be a dream. My mind feels clear. Free. Never forgive the horror they put me through. Run as far away as possible. The laboratory of Henry McCoy. All the backups are mysteriously offline. Blasted. If I am to conduct the culling properly, I need power. Dr. McCoy, what am I to do with these animals from the kennel? They seem to be growing increasingly restless. Chain them up anywhere. Soon there will be so much protein and protoplasm once they are acid washed in the simmering splendor of my gene pool. No, we will not be led to like lambs to the slaughter. Resist, my animal brethren. Let our tormentors feel the sharpness of our claws and teeth. We haven't forgotten the torture you made us endure, McCoy. Kill. Oh, my stars and garters. That's the first time he said his line that he always says. Oh, my stars and garters. Turning on your master. Better you should turn tail and run, for it is not without good reason that I am called the Beast. My cause will find your heart, monster. No, not in the gene pool. You've hurt me, you worthless. Yes, the gene pool. Fate continues to smile on Henry McCoy, but it is abundantly clear that it is time I moved to greener pastures. Everyone's panicking. As soon as the infinite reinforcements arrive, all of the newly liberated will be picked off like ducks in a shooting gallery. This is not what I wanted. Then we're gonna have to lead them out ourselves. I can telepathically. Was that supposed to be fucking? I was like, what? Oh, no, yeah. I was like, then we're gonna have to lead them out ourselves. I can link your mind with some of the stronger survivors and show them the escape route. Good, they'll function as our surrogate alpha leaders, letting us concentrate on defense. Did you really think I'd let you get away with this, Scott? No, you've pushed me too far, cost me too much. Now you are going to die. Don't have to be a telepath to see how much hate Havoc carries for his brother. Hope he's too consumed with rage to see this coming at him. Too slow, Jean Grey. Destroying the brain trust cost you. You're weakened, vulnerable. Stay away from her, Alex. Oh, such concern. This isn't about her, Alex. This is between you and me. You got that right. I've stood in your shadow for too long, picked up the crumbs you discarded. You may have turned your back on Apocalypse and thrown your life away for the great unwashed, but I won't let you ruin my chance to rise in Apocalypse's ranks. Alex, this is insane. We can't hurt each other. Our mutant energies are too similarly charged. Looks like our powers cancel each other out rather explosively. Guess I'll have to kill you by hand. The first law of Apocalypse: survival of the fittest. It doesn't have to be this way. Yes, it does. I wish you'd never been born. I know I've heard you say that all my life. Get over it. He's out, but not dead. That could prove problematic later. Then deal with that then. I won't kill my brother. My hands are stained with too much blood from years I blindly followed Sinister and Apocalypse. This war's made us all do things we regret. But for what it's worth, there's a part of you Sinister couldn't manipulate. Some place that wasn't corrupted by the cruelty and hatred around you. I wonder if that's enough. I believe in redemption. And now, more than ever, I believe in you, Scott Summers. That means a lot to me. You mean a lot. We'll have to talk about that later. Right now, we have to get these people out of here before the Human High Council launches its preemptive strike at the Stronghold. Free men and women, we have to get off the island now. Follow me to freedom. You owe your freedom to Cyclops. He stands against Apocalypse. You can trust him. Cyclops was one of the prelates, helped open the cages, fought Havoc, his own brother, redheads with the Resistance. I believe them. Just run out. Let's go. Somewhere out there's a better world. I only hope we have time left to find out. Later. Get away. I'm going to find you, brother. And this time I'm going to bury you. The final desperate battle between the forces of Apocalypse and the Resistance concludes in X-Men Omega. That's our last X Factor book in the Age of Apocalypse. Thank you guys for letting me read it. Tomorrow will be our last Weapon X book. And then we've got 4 more books, and we have read all of the Age of Apocalypse together. There's Victor Von Baby. He's an orange cat, and so originally was named after Sabretooth. He was just Victor. But then my wife likes Dr. Doom more, so she started calling him, and she called him the baby for a while, because he was our baby cat. Of the 4 cats we had, he became Victor Von Baby. And now you know.